back. It's the Virtually Rek't Podcast. Is my audio working? It fucking is. It's a miracle. I'm back. The audio's working. We're all in the same place at the same time. Anyway, proper introduction. Welcome to the Virtually Rek't Podcast. My name's Shuri. I'm from Power on VR. I almost fucked up my own channel name then. Fuck me.
And we've been demonetized.
Immediately demonetized because I swore in the first 5 minutes. Fuck cunt shit. Right, so sitting several miles away from me at the moment is the Mo and Larry to my Curly, Mac and VR, and IndieVR. How are we doing, fellas?
Good, thank you, sir. How are you?
Good. It's nice to have you back, my friend. It is so nice to have you back after, what, 4 months? Four long months.
4 very long, very wintry months of just desolate, non-shoeyitude.
Oh, we cannot. Apparently, they can't fucking hear you.
Who can't hear me? I can hear me.
Can't.
My chat can hear me.
I
Chat,
can hear
tell
you.
me that you can hear me.
Why can't you hear?
Assassins. The only thing Assassin ever says in my chat is Nacho and nice hat, Shuey. That's the only things I ever get.
Right, I've got to sort out Shuey's audio because
Right.
apparently you're not.
Okay, just Shuey's audio.
Right.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
how is it Shuey's audio that's fucked? What?
I don't know. It should be coming through from Discord. So
That's a bit weird. You've muted me.
Is Shuey okay? Am I level with Shuey and Mac now? I've just turned up Shuey.
Okay, let's add an audio source because I can hear.
Hey, Henry.
Give us a shout. Fucking hell! Give us a shout, Indy.
Dementia.
It's the Dementia Podcast. Yes, apparently nobody can hear anybody on my podcast because I'm an idiot.
We'll get there. And while we do, I'm going to do some ASMR for the people that can hear us.
Right.
Oh, it doesn't actually pick that up because I've got a noise gate on. Fuck.
Right, you should be able to hear Chewy and Indy now. Sorry, guys.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you see us? Can you feel us? Can you smell us? Can you touch
I
us?
smell you.
I'll see you on Thursday, Mac. You ain't gonna have a choice what you smell.
I have nails. I chopped them off, but I have them. Sorry, it's Taz taking the Mickey Mouse.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. Everybody should have audio now. Sorry, guys. Yep. Smell-o-vision.
Happy
Right.
days.
So,
Excellent.
shall we do the proper intro then?
Yes. What's the proper intro? The proper intro is, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtually Rek't Podcast. It is Monday evening at 7:30. I am here with my wonderful, wonderful friends, Mac and VR and IndieVR. And as usual, we are going to chat shit about VR. Well, we're going to chat about VR and shit is probably the closer thing. As usual, we'll start off the podcast right with, what have you been playing and what are you drinking? Not in that order, because that's a really awkward order. So let's start with Indy. What are you drinking? What have you been playing, man?
I'm drinking posh water. You see, very
Ooh,
posh
that's
water.
Really fucking posh.
Yeah, it's got gold in it, and the Romans used to drink it before going into battle. It's from a spring. My friend's a water freak, and he does it for a living. So,
he's not one of them water sommelier people.
he's a water wanker. Yeah, he's been all over TV and stuff.
There's an actual career.
Yeah, he goes all around the world. Yeah.
What
What the fuck?
What has happened to the human race? Right? Tap water tastes exactly the same.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Zenquility Andy has become
Anyway, what have
member.
you been playing?
Check me out.
Before we get miles away
Thanks,
from
Enquilly.
VR.
Appreciate it. Sorry.
Okay,
Okay, what?
Get miles away from VR and.
Okay, well, I haven't been playing much. I've been away. So what did I play? I played The Room, Dark Matter on PSVR 2, which is good, fun. I am going to finish that. Played some Alvo. I played some Crimin Mercenary Tales, more Alvo, Portal, and more Alvo. And Bootstrap Island extended demo I played yesterday. And that's literally all I've been. That's it. Yeah, the past 3 weeks or
Thank
whatever.
you.
Yeah.
Zenquility Andy has become a member.
Sure,
Okay.
sure
Check
about
me
that.
out.
You don't seem very confident.
No, no, it's just giving me double notifications when people do stuff on my chat, so it's confusing me.
How dare they? Okay,
Dumb
Mac,
birds.
what are you drinking? What you been playing, man?
I am drinking my usual, a nice Sauvignon Blanc. And I, right, so the people who are aware will know that me and Shui were playing flat screen games for Pico, but unfortunately that has now ended. So I played a lot of Starfield. On my stream. And I absolutely loved it. And then I'd made the mistake of finishing the game. I actually went for the end game, and now I'm bored with it. So, apart from Starfield, in VR, I got the chance to play Pixel Ripped 1995 on my PSVR 2, which is absolutely brilliant if you're a child of the 80s, like I was, or 90s, because it harks back to all the old, like Super Mario, Sonic. Yeah, it's just absolutely wonderful. So that was pretty good. And I've been playing a lot of Genotype.
Mm-hmm.
So Genotype, as people might or might not be aware, we were quite involved in the sort of initial setting up of the game and the beta testing. And I was concerned about the game, but I've got the final build, and it's really good. It's really good. So I've been playing a lot of that. My review will be out on Thursday when the embargo lifts. Stewie! I'm not drinking my own urine, by the way. That is actually from...
I mean, it could still be your urine. Like, Mrs. Mac has just locked him out of the Mac cave, out of the house, and he's just only got the Mac cave now, and he's just recycling. And he's at that point where it's not quite orange.
Yeah, it's that scene from Blackadder, isn't it? It's like, oh, we have to drink our own urine. You've been doing that since we got on the ship. Yeah. So, Shui, what have you been playing, and what are you drinking?
So I'm not drinking anything posh, but I figured it was the first day back, and it needed to be something. So I do have Budweiser. I am drinking a beer at least. So we'll crack that open. We are beering it. What have I been playing? Hang on. That is a supremely mediocre beer. What have I been playing? So we'll start with non-VR. I have been absolutely fucking obsessed with Vampire Survivors.
Oh yeah, I saw that stream, man. That looked crazy.
Oh Jesus, the progression in it is so addicting. It has got a direct line to my endorphins. Like it's just straight drilled into my skull in order to release those endorphins, and I can't stop playing. I play it like every day at the moment for hours on end.
Yeah.
After one of the streams I did with it, I cut off the stream at 11. I think I was still playing at like 4 a.m, and like that would have been like 8.5 hours straight. I played that. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so that's addictive as fuck. Do not buy it. Do not listen to Maniac Psycho. He has caused me no end of problems from making me play that game. Anyway, VR stuff though. I've been playing oldies but goldies.
Oh right, okay.
Mainly for my Pico review, Pimax Crystal review that is coming out hopefully the end of this week or next week. And so I've been going through like my back catalogue of PC VR. So we've been playing Half-Life Alyx a lot, like especially the first 15 to 20 minutes over and over and over to dial in the settings and make everything look as gorgeous as possible. I've been playing Contractors. I've been playing Kayak Mirage because if you're going to play something with like super crisp lenses, you might as well play a game that looks fucking super crisp.
Such a good game.
I played Blade and Sorcery just because I wanted to test out like super moving around when it came to it as well. And
yeah.
There was one other game. What the fuck was the other game?
So can I just ask quickly, because the Pimax Crystal is quite a high-end piece of kit. What is your GPU?
It is a measly 3080.
Oh,
all right.
peasant.
Okay. No. I'm not joking. I say that as a genuine genuine comment, right? Genuine statement of fact. It is when it comes to running the Pimax, it is a measly 3080.
Yeah, I've got a 2070 Super, so I don't think
Yeah.
it would handle it very well.
I think the 2070 Super is the minimum spec for it. It's like that's the potato spec, I think, for the Pimax. And it's like run everything on low. Don't try and record anything. Don't try and stream. Like it's that level.
Oh my god.
Because in order to stream the Pimax, I have. Oh no, Taz is saying it's the 2060. Sorry. And yeah, I know I'm late to the party on the vamp. Fuck off. Anyway, so yeah, no, I've been playing. There was another game, and it's really pissing me off that I can't remember what it was. I'll have a look at my Steam library in a bit. But yeah, so I've been going back through those in order to sort of test things out because I'm not looking to necessarily stress test my PC. I just wanted to see how things looked, and my entire review on it is going to be based on like almost pure opinion. I've decided I'm not going to go and test it versus X versus Y, because I'm not coming at it from the same way that other people are coming at it, which for the most part is sim racers and sim riggers, and I'm not one of those guys. So, but later on in the podcast, I'll do a full rundown of my experience, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Yeah, right, we just need to catch up on chat because there's a lot of chat going on. We've got in my chat, I've got Parasite, Diego, Weeble, Parasite, more VR, Sim. In Indies, we have Mr. Gamertag, Classy Baddie, Call the Count Tangent, and we've got Nindy or Mindy, depending on how you want to say it. And then we got Henry. I haven't seen Henry for ages, man. It was this time last year that I last saw Henry. Like physically, obviously not.
I've never met Henry.
He's the loveliest man you could ever meet.
More lovely than you?
Definitely more lovely than me. And he doesn't smell of alcohol like I do. Sorry, India.
I don't want to meet him then.
What are you going to say?
I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, the vampire game. I was away and I saw it popping up, but I was running around, so I haven't even looked at it yet. I'll check it out.
Don't download it. Don't touch it with it's on sale. Do not let that sway you in any way, shape, or form. You have a job, and you do content creation, and you do like your life, right? If you don't want to lose 2 out of the 3 of those things, don't play the game.
Is this that reverse Scientology that people tell me about, where you tell me not to do something?
No. This is me genuinely looking after your like mental health.
I lost that a long time ago. Yeah, so in my chat we got about something, we got Cole the Cat Tangent, got Jason L, how's everyone doing? We've got Classy Betty, Gamer Tag, and Siobhan, and I've missed somebody, Diego, and there you go.
You lovely people.
Thank you all for joining.
Hello.
Yeah, we don't have a list of things today. We're just gonna talk shit, basically. So get ready.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We're gonna get down with the kids. Oh my god. Right. So I mean, the big thing we need to talk about is Quest 3.
Hey Mo.
Because I mean, I saw GT, Mike, they've all dropped their reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Mike's review. They're basically all saying the same thing, that it's a massive upgrade on the Quest 2, and that it is actually really quite good. Imagine that. Somebody's released a virtual reality headset. Well, you twat. Right, he's doing that. He's doing that to wind me up.
So
I'm getting comfortable.
Give you a bit of context. pre going live, Indy has been sat back like that, and Mac has been complaining at him for like 45 minutes, being like, "Are you honestly gonna sit back like that? Are you not gonna sit up?" So Indy sorts his shit out about 30 seconds before the podcast. Because originally Indy was gonna do that, and I was gonna lay down like this.
There you go. Perfect. We need to relax. It can't just be Mac that relaxes.
Oh my
Here you
god.
go.
Oh my god.
Here you go, Mac. That makes you feel better.
Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
big. He's big.
You know what's coming.
I like that.
Everyone liked that.
That's what you need in your life, a big, hairy 50-year-old man stroking his thighs. See,
I'm
he
just
screwed it up and he's trying to get it back. What you need, mate, is you need a webcam on a gimbal.
yeah.
Oh God, he's showing off now.
Woo!
Like, the thing is, right? Indy's got his nice setup. Mac's got his expensive gimbal webcam, and I'm sat here with normal webcams, waiting on my new
gimbal.
camera to get here.
A camera, I would like to point out that I sent you.
Yes, no. This the
goodness
one
of
that
my
I'm using
heart.
on mine. The one I'm using on mine is still perfectly good. It works great, and I still feel very pauperish. Feel like the bastard ginger stead child.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah,
Right. Anyway, as far as I know that a lot of you have said to me that I should be playing Dungeons of Eternity, and it is on the list. Trust me, it is on the list of things to play. But I have said that anything that isn't PCVR, I'm not touching until the Quest 3 arrives, which it is arriving tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is.
Oh, sorry, can I just interrupt here? Mo Beast is in Indy's chat. Mo Beast, can you send me a picture of your gaming VR setup, please? For something I'm doing, because yours is like slightly better than everybody else's.
The
Thank you, mate.
fucking
Mo Beast, ask him what it's for, and then charge him an arm and a leg.
Danglers.
Don't let him use it
is
for
the
free.
proverbial dog tongue. I'm waiting for my C-class squad to get it. Looks cool. Oh yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the C-class squad?
Okay. That's
What?
like me. Like
Ah.
C, not the A team. The fucking C team.
Yeah.
Oh, RJ, welcome in, man. I apologize. Yes, I am going to come and speak to you. I have the last few days have been a mixture of busy and illness, so yeah, I apologize. I will get back to you after this podcast.
RJ,
So will Indy, because
I've been playing the shit out of it, mate. It's absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, there you go. Do not worry. Let not your French residing knees tremble. It's all going to be pretty good. He's moved from Denmark to France, by the way. Now he's complaining it's too hot.
well, yeah. Right, so back to Quest 3 for a brief second.
Okay.
Right, so Mac, do you have a pre-order or not pre-order?
I am getting mine from Amazon. It should be here tomorrow.
Cool.
512 gig as well.
Indy?
Yeah.
Do you have a pre-order for it?
No.
Are you planning on buying one?
No.
No.
What? Okay.
Oh, Mindex.
Mindex for life. Even when I'm
It's
100
not
years
an
old.
either or kind of thing. It's a and or. No, not an or. Sorry. It's
Andor,
just
isn't that a
and.
TV show?
That is. It's a very good
Yeah.
TV show.
No.
Sorry, call the Count Tangents just put up meta wankers.
Yeah, you know the deal. No, I'm not getting it. There's no use. It's no use to me until I'm just waiting for the new index. I'm not. I had a choice between getting something for my vlogging stuff or getting the Quest 3, and I was like, I'd rather do the vlogging stuff because I've already got 3 headsets.
Both. Just do both.
You won't let me. I could do both.
I'll be your daddy. I'll say yes.
Mount me.
So Evil Kingus has just said in my chat, you need to be a little hotter in this YouTube industry like Beardo and Oasis who get the Quest for free. Now, the reason none of us got the Quest 3 for free is if you watch the introduction to this podcast, where literally Power On said shit, fuck, cunt within the first minute. And that's why Meta will never, ever send us anything.
Yeah. Like I'm not willing to give up having a laugh for the extra shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
like for better or worse, that will come back to bite me in the ass when I'm struggling to get past, say, like 20 or 25k or something, and I'm really butthurt about it, and maybe I change my mind at that point, but then I lose all of you wonderful people, because who the fuck wants me to be super fake like that?
Yeah, exactly. Got to stay real. Now, so, I mean, this is like, so I've probably never been on their radar because of all the shit I gave them over getting banned on Facebook. On the day I fucking retired to go full time on YouTube, I got banned from my Facebook account and lost access to my Quest 2 for 5 weeks, mind, just for saying in a Facebook post to a mate of mine who was showing me a really nice picture of a car, "Oh, mate, you're going to have to sell a kidney." And I got fucking banned for 5 bastard weeks because of that. So I like Meta products. I have a
He's
Quest
never
2.
gonna give up on that.
He's just gonna. I just like.
I'm like that cat that keeps coming into your room and clawing your leg power on. It's like, fuck off.
Do you know what, right? Legs repair. He's been clawing at my green screen shit. Like, it has holes everywhere.
Oh, no, kill the bastard.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We do not condone the killing of feline creatures.
How
on
could
this
you even say
podcast.
that? You guys are you're sick
Hello
animals.
to everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
little dude! Oh my god, he's got a little power on haircut as well. That looks
That's
so
really
good.
cool.
He looks so cool.
That's
You should-
Power on Junior.
You should trim off
Power
some
on
of your beard and
Junior.
lend it to him and just like glue it to his face.
Like stick it.
With
his
some
face.
glasses.
Next time I have a trim, that's what exactly what I'm gonna do.
Transmogrification. Transmogrification. What was that from?
That was
That
Harry
was
Potter.
from no, it was the puppet World Police. What was it called?
Oh, Team America.
Team America. Fuck yeah. Let's go and save the world.
motherfucking day, yeah.
Puppet.
I haven't seen that for
puppet
years.
sex scene actually made cider come out of my wife's nose because she was taking a drink from a can, and then the puppets were like bang, 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 and she was just like, anyway.
Silver Tongue has got a point. We don't get sent Meta products, but I did get sent a Pimax, which is like 3 Meta headsets.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, and you also got sent a Pico 4.
I did also get sent a Pico 4, and no comment on the rest of that sentence.
I was begging. I had a contact in Pico, and I was begging for a Pico 4, and I actually went and like bought one. And about 2 days before they got released, Baron said, "Oh, by the way, mate, I didn't want to tell you, but I've already got one." And I was just like,
The thing is, I felt so bad because I waited. I had to wait. I wasn't allowed to say anything because I was under like a really, really strict NDR.
He's lying, Mac.
"No,
NDA.
no,
NDA.
you did sound genuinely apologetic, but I did
was
actually
really pissed off because like I messaged them and I was just like, how many people are you giving it out to?" And they were like, "You're the only European." And I was like, "What? No, this is such horseshit."
I wouldn't like so I've probably never told you this, but I got it was like we were having a Discord chat or something, I think, wasn't it? And you were like, "Oh, dude, didn't want to tell you this, but I've already got one." I was like, "Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no problems, mate. No problems, mate. Yeah, love you. See you. I'm going to bed now." Went upstairs. My wife went, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I was like,
Started masturbating violently.
"Oh dear." Anyway, there you go. It's water under the bridge. It's water under the bridge.
Yeah, just like your
I still
Facebook
love-
ban.
I still love you. It's just it took me a while to get over that one.
Oh god. So yeah, you guys have
Amazing.
pre-ordered it. Power on. You got yours from Curry's, and Mac, you getting yours from
mine's
Amazon.
From Curry's
Mine's coming
PC
from
World
Amazon,
UK.com.place.
So yeah. So here's the like going back to VR again, because that's obviously what we're supposed to be talking about, not killing
Yes.
cats and puppet sex scenes. Right.
Oh.
So what?
I thought that's what we were supposed to be talking about. But go on then. Let's talk about boring VR.
It's the puppet sex scene podcast. No, so I mean, I'm going to ask Indy first. No, actually, no, I'm going to ask Power on first because Indy's not bothered. So why have you pre-ordered and what are you excited about?
Oh
Excuse
God,
me.
this is super awkward. Why did I pre-order?
If
I
you
wasn't
tell me
going.
you've got one, I'm going to drive down to your house and I'm going to smash that quest up your backside.
I'm not
He's been
telling
playing
you
it all
that I
week.
already have, and here it is now. No, no. Why have I pre-ordered it? I pre-ordered it because I don't know.
Okay.
Like, no, that's a lie. Let's look at this objectively. I ordered it because I enjoyed the Quest 2. It still was my go-to headset for a lot of different reasons for a very long time. The Pico took over it as my main PC VR device, but it's
same as me,
still for all of my standalone stuff. I still preferred playing on the Quest, mainly because of the accessories that went with it and how comfortable it was, and how easy it was, and how accessible it was. And I ordered the Quest 3 because why wouldn't I at that point? Is like that was my honest thing. It's like, what is my reason for not ordering it? And I didn't have one, so I ordered it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see the logic. It's,
And
I mean, it is an upgrade, so
excitement wise, most of my excitement comes from the fact that I'm now getting back into what I'm meant to be doing, which is fucking creating content and being on YouTube and going to like Pico events and going to all this other stuff. And honestly, because of where my channel has always been and the sort of channel it's always been, the Quest 3 gets me excited to be back into that space again. So that's pretty much it.
okay. So so my motivation is completely left field. So I'm going to tell you why. So as you may or may not know, I had a contact through, it was, I was going to say a relationship, that's just the wrong word, with the developer of Cactus Cowboy. He basically, you know, he sent me some free keys to play his game, and it's, if you haven't played Cactus Cowboy, it's really left field, great fun, great game, good shooter. And he knew that I had a Pico 4, which is there, and he sent me a message on Twitter and said, I have this augmented reality little side game from Cactus Cowboy called Emilio's Adventure. And he said, if I port it to Pico 4, can you test it for me? And I was like, absolutely, no problems at all. And like literally an hour later, he downloaded the Pico SDK and he ported Emilio's Adventure from the Quest 2 to Pico 4 in less than an hour, right? He sent me the code. Fuck off, Indie, you twat. He sent me the code. He sent me the code and I played it on my Pico 4. Now, this is where my brain was scrambled because basically Emilio's Adventure is like a sort of a square game in augmented reality, and you've got like the little cactus dude and he's hopping around the ground. He's got to jump over little obstacles and shoot a few things. And there's about 5 or 6 levels. It's not a massive amount of time. It's like maybe half an hour's experience. You can actually download it on the Quest 2 via SideQuest. But I was the only person who actually had it on the Pico 4. And I do believe that I am still the only person that has it on Pico 4. And it absolutely blew my mind. And the Pico 4's color pass-through isn't as good as the Quest 3's, or it isn't as good as, like, say, like the Vario Aero and all that sort of stuff. Because there's like a point in the game where you have to sort of physically move in your play space to look around. And there was a couple of like cargo containers with little cactus dude on top. And my brain said, if you want to move, you have to step over them. And I stepped over them and turned around and then started laughing because I didn't have to step over them. I could have just walked through them. But my brain said you had to or you trip over. And I was like, that's fucking unbelievable. And then in Mark Zuckerberg's demonstration of the Quest 3, there's another company I'm really involved with, Soul Assembly, and they did Drop Dead the Cabin. And he was in a room and the zombies were breaking into the room from Drop Dead the Cabin. And I was like, that's incredible. And I messaged them and I said, is this coming to mixed reality? And they were like, we can't tell you, but you know, So that's what's exciting me. It's not the upgrade in the LCD panels. It's not the upgrade of the XR2 Gen. Apparently, the audio is really good as well. I heard somebody say it was close to Mindex.
It's
quality.
bullshit. I heard totally different. No way that fucking thing is going to have near Mindex quality. Take it back, Mac. Bro, cancel the stream.
He'll be able to tell you tomorrow.
I've got a little trigger here and I've just pressed it. Boop. It's nearly as good as the Index. Boop. Nearly as good as the Index.
Fuck you, McAVR. Fuck you.
So basically, the reason I'm excited for the Quest 3 is purely and simply because it has a depth sensor, and I'm looking forward to that mixed reality stuff. Because I honestly, hands up right now, I think mixed reality is going to be the future of virtual reality. There's Paradise Decay.
I disagree with that statement.
What's up?
Okay, that's fine. Sorry, Paradise Decay in my chat has just said Quest 3 is better than the Index. Sorry. And
yeah, but what about the audio?
PD?
The audio and comfort.
Cannot argue with PD. PD is the GOAT. He is the god of all things, as everybody knows.
Audio and comfort.
there
Hell
you
no.
go.
No, I don't think so. I do not. I don't think. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, did you just say comfort?
Comfort. Yeah.
It's not
For the
very
Index.
comfortable when you break your fingers or your kneecap or whatever when you trip over the fucking cable.
I've got a thing that suspension.
Okay, when you hang yourself, when it wraps around your neck.
I mean, maybe I'm into
we
that kind of
followed
stuff.
you, and everyone just assumes that it was autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
What was he playing in AR?
Oh, what was the game that I saw on the Steam store the other day? The like top VR game.
I've heard. I've seen different review that says different things about the audio as well. So, the only way to find out.
Paradise Decay has said in my chat, and that is in black and white, audio is fantastic as well. Better audio and bass. Now that, I mean, I have to agree with Indie. I had an Index, and the audio solution was unbelievably good. I mean,
it was Hentai Vivian. There you
Hentai
go.
Vivian.
That's what he was playing. Sorry, I just had to go and find that.
Right, so going back to original point. So for me, it's the mixed reality, but you have a different opinion, Poweron, which is why the podcast is so invaluable. Indy's just smiling.
Yeah, no. So I don't like the mixed reality is good. Don't be wrong, and I definitely think that mixed reality is going to be a huge part, like of the future of gaming in general.
Yeah,
but it's not VR.
More VR said, I'm a hardcore PCVR advocate, and he's scared to say standalone in my chat sometimes. No, I just, it's not even hardcore PCVR. I just have a Quest 2 and I don't use it. And if I had a Quest 3, would it be a switch from the Mindex? It's like, I'd rather put that £500 down, even if it's in 5 years, whenever Valve release their thingamajiggy. Yeah, I've just haven't had a good experience with the whole Meta Quest thingy. So, yeah.
No, that's completely fair. I get that.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the arse. Yeah, come.
Yeah. Sorry, I have actually said this on the podcast before, that I did have a Valve Index, and I have admitted to you publicly that I really regret selling my Index because it is even to this day, it's like, how many years old is it? It's now like 4 years older. Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
2018, 2019? It's still, and obviously this is Valve, it's still to this day one of the best headsets I've ever had. I love my Pico 4, right? Quest 2, I don't use. I love my Pico 4 for standalone and for PCVR.
Until tomorrow.
I have a PSVR 2.
Sorry, go on.
Until tomorrow. Yeah. I have a PSVR 2, and I love that as well. I love the eye tracking. It has comfort issues and battery life issues with the controllers. But yeah, the Index was just, it was like ahead of its time. I'm expecting Deckard, or whatever the hell they're going to call it, to be that way as well.
Deckard.
It will make your it will definitely make your deck hard. Yes.
Right. Here's a quick question. Indy, this is specifically for you, right? More than anybody else, this is for you. What will Deckard? Because like, if we're saying that the Mindex was beyond its time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, what then would Deckard have to have at launch that would make it the new ahead of its time? Do you think?
Apart from no wire.
Or have
Wireless.
wire?
I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, so I don't watch all these videos of the diagrams and all that shit, and it's very interesting. I just don't watch it because I just don't have time and to delve that deep into it. So this is
for you.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck they're saying it's going to have, but for me, interchangeable parts where you can put different things in there. GPU would say like CPU, upgrade the lenses if you wanted to go for a certain kind of lens, so different levels. So you could buy like a starter one, or you could buy a different one and chop and change stuff.
Okay, so kind of a further, because the Pimax kind of does that. To an extent, like, there are some changeable parts on there in order to change certain things, but yeah, okay, fair enough. So it's a modular system. I like that. I really like that.
Yeah,
actually.
and I just don't. Virtual Desktop's great, and I'm just not a fan of Meta at the end of the day. Just because the experience I've had with them in the past, and like the ball ache that I've had with my Quest 2 every fucking time I turn it on, and every time it needs updating, I've got to factory reset it, and I could go on forever with all this stuff. So, yeah.
So here's the question, Mac: are you taking your Quest 3 to go and see Indy on Thursday?
Yes.
That fucking thing is not crossing the threshold of my door. You can sleep in the front garden.
You're wake up on Friday morning, and I'm going to be rubbing my Quest 3 up against your very bountiful testicles.
Or you could wear it and give me a, you know what? That'd be a good way to experience AR.
The other thing is, if it can't go over the threshold, you have a massive field just outside your house. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it to Michael Jackson.
Oh, fuck me.
He's going to be wearing the Quest 3 and singing into his bottle. Motion. If anybody doesn't know, right, there's this kid who walks around the green outside Indy's house singing Michael Jackson songs at the top of his voice into a bottle. I'm going to give him my Quest 3, put it on his head, and he can do it in mixed reality.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he's actually
only get that Michael Jackson game. Fuck.
Well, I'll get him on camera. Don't worry. We'll do an interview. I'll tell you one thing that no one's talked about. I mean, obviously tomorrow everyone will know. It's what the fuck. Well, I haven't heard, so I might be wrong here. How is it for streamers?
that's the question I have.
That's a good question.
How is it for fucking streamers?
Well, we've got PD and we've got Gamertag in the chat, so they should be able to tell us. I mean, you're not breaking the NDA because, believe me, nobody's watching this podcast.
That's a good way of looking at it.
There's nobody from Meta watching this podcast because they heard me say fuck Facebook and they went, oh, I don't like that, and they left.
Yeah, I mean, So what's a lot of streamers that we'll find out tomorrow, because this current one is a nightmare, and loads of people have issues with it. So let's see how the Quest 3 comes out, because the Quest 2, like the controllers and like everything was made, a lot of them kind of broke or whatever because of the components, right? So I don't know what the build quality is like on the Quest 3 as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to see.
Okay.
See what they've done differently. I'm sure they would have done it differently because the amount of controllers I've had to return in the first year, it must be immense.
Okay, Tassos says they have a USB casting feature, or it is about to come out.
A USB casting feature.
Okay, yeah. So maybe if you're connected to your PC with the USB cable, but then that
detracts from the fact that it's a standalone device.
Yeah. So I mean, when I use Oculus Developer Hub,
it's a pain in the ass still.
Good.
Still a pain in the ass.
Still a pain in the ass, right? So let's not single Meta out for this. Pico has exactly the same problem, right? like Pico standalone, like live streaming Pico footage is a nightmare. I have a system which I've worked out through years of getting it wrong. Says the man who had no audio when the podcast started.
Take his word for it, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So Oculus Developer Hub is quite reliable. The problem is interaction with your audience. There are no features on any headset that's standalone that allows you to, using OBS, because everybody uses OBS, interact with your audience when you're live streaming. You have to mess around. I mean, I've got the VR P10s, which I'm wearing right now. I've got an Arctis, SteelSeries Arctis headset, which can take 2 inputs. So I have the Quest or Pico audio through the headset, and then I have to have my Bluetooth connected to the PC so I can hear speech chat. There's no way I can do, like, if you're on PC VR, you can have like a speech chat window. And these are the things that need to be addressed because it's free fucking advertising. You've got these idiots on YouTube who like to play video games and interact with their audience, and they can't. And fuck. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Diego's like, they need to stop the whole streaming to Facebook thing. I think, if they just made it easier to stream and sort the streaming out, but no, there's been no mention of it. So it just makes you think, has it been totally neglected?
The thing is even without any help from streamers, right? Or for help for streamers, sorry. Is that going to stop any streamers or any content creators from creating content? Absolutely not.
No. So it's like zero effort for them.
Yeah. I don't think they really care because they know that the content's going to be made regardless.
Yeah, I mean, Weeble's just said there, Weeble, like when I was doing the Starfield streams on Pico Video, Weeble was one of my contributors. Thank you very much, my friend. And he said Pico chat in streaming for the viewers is shite.
Yeah.
So that's not just the streamer having problems, that's the actual person watching having problems. And it's just.
But once again, like, that has been fed back to them and they seem to have taken it on board at least.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody isn't aware, we quite regularly go down to Pico and give them feedback. And then they get that feedback for free. And then they tell you right at the end of the feedback that your contract's been cancelled.
Well,
I'm
that might
clenching my
change.
teeth.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you know what would actually be really good? With all of this AI helper stuff that they're talking about, it would be amazing if they created a dedicated content creator AI tool that worked with the Quest, and you could just say, I don't know, they all had weird names, didn't they? Let's call it AIE. Yeah, we'll just call it Paradise Decay.
Yeah. We'll just call it Paradise
the IA.
Yeah.
Start streaming to YouTube and give me a dolphin face. You know, it's
exactly.
That would be pretty sweet, actually. I like that idea. Anything like that makes it super simple would be nice, but
yeah,
they obviously need the tools in place first.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, when did the original Quest come out? It's like
20. No, it wasn't 2019.
2019 came out at the same time as the Rift S, I think.
It was very close,
yes.
to COVID kind of times, right? Yeah.
It was, yeah. Which, I think Quest 2 came out right as COVID hit, which is why it sold so many fucking headsets. And they're wondering why all these headsets aren't being used. It's because the people who bought them died. There you go. Okay, moving along swiftly. This technology, I mean, this is a brand, you've got to remember that VR is a brand new technology, relatively speaking. It hasn't been around as long as mobile phones and all that sort of stuff. But for God's sakes, please help us. We want to advertise your product for free. Just help us out.
Totes.
Yeah. Give it a go tomorrow, guys, and let me know, or let everyone know. It'd be interesting to see.
Clickster?
I hope they did. Hey, Mr. Click, I I called your
See
place
EGX
of
on
employment
Thursday
today.
That's not creepy.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping that he'd answer the phone and I could just go, that heavy breathing.
I'm watching you. Oh God.
Sorry, Clicks, that was a bit creepy. I'm seeing you on Thursday.
Oh man, I'm so gutted that I'm not coming to EGX.
Oh, dude. Man, I'm so gutted as well.
But there's nothing that can be done about it. Like I've before EGX dates were even announced, I had tickets to go and see Blink 182. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's Blink 182, and you've got to go and see Blink 182.
yeah,
Fuck.
like those tickets, they're standing tickets as well. They're not fucking seated pieces of crap. Like we're going to be in the mosh.
Oh, that's where you need to be.
Yeah,
That's where you need to
exactly.
be,
I
my
was like,
friend.
no, 100%. This needs to be done. So
I'm looking forward to watching you singing I'm just a teenager. I know.
what?
It's a joke. It was a joke.
I don't get the joke. Sorry.
Oh,
But Chewie's angry.
I've just insulted every single Blink 182 fan that's watching.
Stick your camera down again, Mac, and we can do all the small things. It's
Oh,
The small things.
oh, by the way, just for to let you know, Mac,
Oh, man.
Clueless Dad
Mark.
Gamer for a laugh applied for the creator pass and he got it.
really
Yep.
impressive. Well done, my man.
Well done, my son. I still haven't got my Creator Pass ticket through yet.
Okay, so here's the thing. For any of you going to EGX, if you have a creator pass, make sure that you fucking push through, right? Go to the security and be like, no, we've got creator passes. You know,
Yeah.
we're essentially do not stand in the line. Be at the front of that fucking queue. There is a separate queue for creators, essentially.
Yeah, there is.
Make sure that you're not standing there because you are like they want you there because you are advertising their product. You are working.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do like whether you're there and enjoying yourself is completely who gives a fuck. Do not stand in that fucking line like a pleb.
I remember
Like me and Mac.
I walked up and got my Creator Pass, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, just go down there." And I was like, "Everybody else is over there," and she's like, "Don't get in that queue." And you basically walk past this fucking huge queue of people, and everybody's going wanker. Everybody's going
Henry.
wanker, and you're like, "I got a Creator Pass. I got a Creator Pass." You know that kid with the ice cream where he's going, "I got ice cream," and his fucking ice cream falls off, and he's like, That's exactly how I felt. Because I got into the bit with the security and he was like, "No, you have to go to the back of the queue." And I was like, "Dude, I'm a creator." And he was like, "Oh, then just walk right through."
It's one of those things where you kind of feel like a massive Karen.
Like, do. Oh my God.
Proper influencer syndrome where it's just like, do you know who I am?
Exactly.
Mac IndieVR! How fucking dare you?
I'm down with the kids.
My wife is in the living room pissing herself after I said that.
You can actually hear her laughing. No, you do. You honestly. I mean, like I remember we were actually sort of all together, and we were walking through EGX, and we didn't even after we found out the creator pass was like I'm a creator. We didn't even bother going into the queue. We were just like walking past security, like moving the tape and just walking.
Sorry,
past
she is
security.
still pissing herself. It's fucking great.
Oh my God. Yeah. So like I was just saying, Shuey, that there was that point where we were like, "Do you have to go in the queue?" And the security guard was like, "Nah, fuck that. Just come through here." And we were like, "Okay." So from then on, we just walked past the security barrier, just like went straight in to like, because obviously like they had security barriers all the way along. You had to go in this way. We were just like, "Now creators, just straight through the security barrier."
I'm not going anymore, Mac.
Well, I may have 2 passes to EGX.
I
Because
did last year.
Yeah, I've got it. No, I've got a guest pass.
Oh, I didn't have a guest pass.
Mm.
I just had a
Oh.
creator pass and a VIP pass. How...
I've got a guest pass from my best friend Callum.
Okay then.
I don't know why.
Who the
I don't know why he's given me a guest pass. I do actually know why he's given
Why
me a guest
didn't you get a VIP pass?
I've got a VIP pass through Pico.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm probably not supposed to tell anybody, but I'm going to because I'm a fucking massive egoist. I am going to be on stage
That's
at
not a word.
EGX. Egotist.
egoist?
Thank you.
I'm
I'm an egoist.
I'm not going to tell it. I shouldn't probably tell anybody but I'm going to because I'm a massive egotist. There you go. Rewind. I'm actually going to be on stage at EGX on Saturday night.
Oh, mate, that's fucking cool.
I am going to be on stage with GT, right? So I'm going to have
Nice.
I'm going to have something to eat though, and I'm not going to have a fucking caffeine whitey like he did
a
last
fucking
year.
Red Bull, fucking whatever it was that GT had last year that made him want to die.
Oh my god, that was so fun. I missed it, but you told me the details. It was just so funny. And
Don't get me
afterwards,
wrong,
obviously,
GT did
we
an
sat-
amazing job, but you could
did, he
see
did.
the caffeine
He did.
running through his veins.
You could. And afterwards, we were like, are you all right? He's like, oh man, fucking hell. Yeah. So I'm going to be on stage with GT and Paradise Decay, and no, not Paradise
Nice.
Decay, Buck and Doc Ock.
Nice.
That's good. How good is that? Fucking crazy. 3 of my favorite people, apart from you two, obviously.
He didn't invite us, Chewy.
No, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Like,
He's going to
Yeah.
see Blink 182.
no. Just so that we're clear, right? I reckon this is retaliation for the Pico fiasco.
Yeah. He'll never. Matt will never let it go.
Never let it go.
Right.
I'm going to actually scratch it on the back of your fucking gravestone, but I probably won't live that long. So
The annoying thing is, I assume no one's going to be there on Sunday because I could get there Sunday, but no one's going to be there.
I'm
No,
going
coming
Saturday.
home on the
Yeah, Matt's going
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I'm going Friday, Saturday. I'm coming down on the Thursday, and John Hibbins has said there's a big meetup in the pub.
Yeah, which
On
I'm
Thursday
also
night?
gutted because I would love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I might try and get to that, but no, me and Indy are going down on Saturday together. So yeah,
Yeah, but
be
hold
pretty
on a
cool.
second. We're going on Saturday, but he's got his special wankers pass, and I'm just going to be like on my own, isn't it? That's what's
No,
going to happen.
dude, I've got 2 passes. You'll be a VIP. You'll be my plus.
Does that mean I
one.
can skip queues and stuff? Is that like
Fucking
three?
right, it does.
Oh, so that's like
Mate, it
a.
means
Is
you
it
get a blowjob on your way in.
on the
Not of me,
train?
though.
On the train, Mac. Please.
Rewind.
Please, sir,
Rashid.
can I have some more?
There are so
Not
many
me.
blowjobs on offer for the VIPs. You're going to be sore by Friday night. It's...
Nice. Is that better than the other pass, the creator pass?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. So the VIP pass gets me into the Pico
Yeah.
lounge.
It does give you queue skips
Obviously-
and stuff, queue jumping and all that.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I'm like, Wen's going to be there on Saturday, so I'm like, hey, Wen, how you doing? Just going to walk straight in. Fuck them. Fuck everybody else. Yeah, I might actually fucking vlog that. There's the queue. There's Wen. Hi, Wen. How you doing? Let's go.
Peasants.
Vlogging wanker.
Peasants.
What kind of wanker does a vlog of themselves?
In case you don't know, I know, fuck that. In case you don't know who Wen is, she actually is the head of game development in the EU, and we met her. We've met her several times. There was that amazing incident at the Korean restaurant with the Korean rice wine, which we've got that video.
Oh god, that soju.
Soju. Oh my
That stuff
God.
was fucking deadly, man. Like, so that we're clear, I don't know whether you guys have already spoken about this previously since we went. So we went and got absolutely wankered on this stuff. Like, we did over 200 quid's worth of soju between like 4 of us essentially. And then we went back to the hotel, and I was pretty pissed. We went to the bar. We saw this really nice Japanese whiskey behind there, and I was like, "Oh, that looks
Right,
posh
yeah.
and lovely. Let's have some of that." And ordered a round of that and a round of beers or whatever else, and some wine for Mac. And I got the whiskey down me, and I got halfway through my beer, and I was like, "You know what, lads? I think I'm gonna black out."
You did actually say that.
That's when you
And
figured
I
out.
looked at my watch, and it was 9:30 in the evening.
It was. And there was me, there was you, there was Rob, and there was Beanie.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Nah, I have to go to bed because I'm going to black out." And we were all like, "What?"
Yep.
But to be fair, you were sat at the other end of the table with Wen, and you were hitting it hard.
Well, Wen wasn't really drinking all that much. Who was next to me? The marketing guy. What's his name? Lucas.
Oh, Lucas, yeah, he was going
wasn't drinking
home.
that much.
Yeah, because he was going home.
The chick opposite
Damn.
me wasn't drinking that much, so I was just like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
Shades of the Christmas podcast.
Oh yeah, it was dire.
Oh, Parasite 82 just said, "Can't wait for the day when you guys do a Virtually Rek't VR Crewcast crossover charity stream."
Oh, I'm up for that.
I'm up for that, but I don't
Actually,
think
no,
they'd
no.
appreciate
It would have to be
No,
Christmas.
no.
The Christmas
No.
special.
No.
Gamertag, there is absolutely no way Gamertag is letting us on a podcast that is streamed to his channel. Like, he does not have enough buttons for beeps in the world to
would
actually
actually-
mitigate us.
If you got all three of us on, his whole channel would get demonetized. He'd be like fucking Russell Brand. Like, boom, demonetized.
Whoa, fucking hell, the Russell Brand bomb.
Oh, Boo, just came in and dropped the fucking mic.
Okay,
God.
well, if we weren't demonetized before, we're definitely banned from YouTube now.
Yeah, it says the guy who said shit, fuck, cunt within the 30 seconds of the podcast starting.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Anyway, let's talk about some more VR, shall we?
Okay, let's talk about Pimax Crystal.
Let's talk about Pimax Crystal.
I know somebody who's got a Pimax Crystal, and it
I know
might
someone
actually
who's
be...
got a Pimax Crystal as well.
Is it
Hang
better
on.
than a Mindex?
I'll go get it, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh!
Hi, Max Wanker.
Oh, fucking hell! This
Called you a
thing.
Pimax wanker. Wait a second.
Oh,
What's Mac doing?
I might just put it on my head. There we go. I'll just let it sit there and hope it doesn't fall off. And where's Matt gone?
Oh, I don't know. He's just run off.
Sorry, it's really hot. I've had to open the door, and I want a cigarette.
shit.
So
That was. Hang on.
Jesus Christ, that thing is enormous.
Oh yeah, this thing makes the Mindex look like a puppy. I mean, literally, like looks like a puppy.
Right, what's the FOV? First of all, what's the FOV?
5 meters.
It's actually 720 degrees. I think it's like 140 or something. Obviously it's
So you have to move your eyes to see the corner, like the side of the screen.
no. You really don't. It's not as big as you think it's going to be, but then I haven't got the extra 15% lenses.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things with the Pimax Crystal is that there are interchangeable lenses, and they use like the pure glass bastards, like none of this concentric ring plastic stuff.
All right. Okay.
Just pure glass lenses, which are like scratch resistant and all this stuff. So like, basically, if I was to put my glasses in there, it's more likely to scratch my glasses than the actual lenses, which is pretty fucking cool.
What if you
it's
got?
crystal.
What if you got glasses that cost more than the headset? What would you do then? That's a conundrum.
I don't know how to answer that. Like, to be fair,
It's a bit difficult.
I've been so worried about it that I haven't been putting my glasses on while I've been doing it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. But yeah, I've only got the 35 pixels per degree lenses.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Which 30, like, don't get me wrong though. I mean, 35 ppd is still pretty fucking good. Like what most other headsets are like, what, 18 at the most, I think. But yeah, so it's pretty beefy on the whole. Like the lenses obviously are great. The screens are great. The headset is actually surprisingly comfortable.
How much does it weigh?
Huh?
How much does it weigh?
About 11 to 1200 grams. So it's pretty fucking heavy.
1.2 kilos. Right. Okay. Yeah.
But, and this is important. I weighed my Quest 2 with all of my upgrades, my comfort and power upgrades, and it's 1100 grams.
Oh.
So actually, this is roughly the same weight as my Quest 2 right now.
Okay. Is that the same audio solution as the murmur?
What,
No.
the DMAS?
Oh, right. Okay. It's all right. Okay. So it's not. But
So
that's the same.
It's
Isn't
DMAS. It's DMAS audio. I'm not sure if it's the same as the Index. I don't think it is. These are removable though. Like, I don't know how you remove them. I haven't tried to remove them because I'll break it. But they like this is the upgraded stuff. You actually have to buy these separately. They're $100
Right,
extra.
Okay.
But they sent them to me as part of it, which is pretty fucking cool. But I don't want to ramble too much, so I want to go over like the quick important points. And then what I basically think about it, right? So, important points. It has an all-in-one system. So it actually has like tracking cameras. There's no base stations or anything like that. If you want to use base stations, you can. You can, but you have to buy a different replaceable faceplate that does all the base station-y shit. I'm not going to go and do that because I'm not an Index wanker or a G2 wanker. As
See
far
Indy's
as
face is a fucking picture.
honestly, I wish I was coming down so that I could just give this to Indy and just I really want to see how you would respond to this versus like the Index. Just from a oh shit, hang on. God damn it. I'm gonna try and keep talking whilst apparently my Amazon order with all of my lovely new stuff is here. One-time password. There you go. Right. Cool. So yeah, all-in-one system. So it doesn't. What this does is it works as a standalone. There is a little switch. I'm gonna see if I can get it on the camera. There's a little switch just here that you have to switch between like the standalone mode and the PCVR mode, which is a bit weird. The standalone mode I can go over in quite quickly because it's okay. It's aggressively okay. There's no library for it really. There's like 12 games, none of them that you want to play. So yeah, end of really.
But to be fair, you're not buying a Pimax Crystal to standalone. You're buying it for PCVR.
No. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a good idea, and like libraries can be improved over time, like we've seen with Pico. But I just don't see it happening for Pimax, if I'm really that honest. So it is what it is.
Pimax are one of those weird companies that do stuff that you think, well, why are you doing that? You're kind of making stuff for people who aren't going to buy the Pimax for what you're including. I mean, they're a weird old company, aren't they?
Hey, Slow Coach. Yeah, they are. Pimax are a really strange company. I mean, they sent me one. That's strange, right? Like, that's a weird thing for a company to do.
Did you have a relationship with them?
No, none whatsoever. They contacted me out of the blue.
Weird.
Yeah, no, it was weird. They contacted me out of the blue. Specifically, they contacted me through VR Jasmine is who actually contacted me because she works for I can't remember what her marketing company's called. That's really going to bother me. My apologize if you're watching, Jasmine. Thank you very much. You're awesome. But yeah, so as far as the lenses are concerned, as I said, they're glass. They're now indestructible. There's 35 ppd, and then you've got the upgraded ones, which I don't know because I don't have them. Impact Reality. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated, my dude. Impact Reality is who sent me this, essentially.
Okay.
Through Pimax.
VR Realms here as well. Hello, mate. Hello, Paul. How you doing, my friend?
So you can get the upgraded lenses. You actually have to use a screwdriver to take out the lenses, put in the new ones. The other ones I think are 42, and they give you an extra 15% FOV, which is fine. You know, if you want that sort of thing. There are 2 versions of this headset at the moment. There is this version, and there is the Sim edition. And the Sim edition is real fucking weird. Because
it's Pimax. It's Pimax.
It's Pimax, right? So the Sim edition comes with a different faceplate, which is just a cosmetic thing. It comes with no controllers, but it gives you access to 72 hertz mode.
Okay.
Which you don't have access to on this.
Okay.
So on here you have access to 90 and 120 hertz, and my 3080 will basically run them fine. Either or, like there isn't a huge amount of difference that I really noticed whilst playing, if I'm really honest. So that is what it is. The software is aggressively okay. It looks like it would work really, really well, but it kind of doesn't, as it turns out. If any of you watched my opening streams or first impression streams, I had a mare trying to get this working. In fact, I spent 48 hours solid trying to get this working and failing miserably. And then all of a sudden, on the 3rd day, like the coming of Christ, it literally just worked. I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a problem with the wiring, with the hardware, with the software. There were no updates, no firmware updates, nothing. And it just worked. And it was fucking glorious. Like it was like the heavens had opened and this beam of light had come down on me and bathed me in its just awesomitude. The lenses are real good, man. The screens are so good. They're so pretty. 2880 by 2880 per eye.
Wow, that's incredible.
Which is obviously huge. Like there is no, and I cannot stress this enough, no screen door effect whatsoever. You cannot see a single fucking pixel.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
It's like when the iPhone came out with the retinal display, and they said you will never ever see a pixel ever again.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. I really, really, really love it. Like looking at, because bear in mind, like I've never worn an Index, right? I've never tried an Index. All of my PCVR, when would I have tried one?
When you came to my house,
I asked you.
How pissed was I when you asked me?
You were quite drunk.
Probably. We were all drunk, to be fair. That was like Christ. That weekend was, oh my God,
it was a mess. It was a messy weekend.
Oh, do you remember the racist Indian as well?
Yeah.
Do you remember
yeah.
remember, you know,
his name was Serge, wasn't it? It's, Anyway, to wrap this up quickly though, it's very comfortable. It has some weird quirks that if you're like me, you can get over once you understand the quirks. It's the games are amazing to look at. Especially Kayak VR is like going past like Antarctic ice. It's like you can actually peer into it. It's wonderful. It does have the ability later on to have a WiGig module attached to it, but that's not available yet as far as I'm aware. So I've been playing it obviously through DisplayPort. The other weird thing is that you have to have a battery in here 24/7. Like even if you're playing it on wire, you have to have a battery still.
Okay.
Which is super weird.
Yeah.
But on the whole, it's comfortable, it's cool. I'm really happy with it. Surprisingly, after all the ball ache I went through, there are some quirks. Is it worth $1,600?
That is the question.
I would have never spent $1,600 on this before I tried it. And since playing with it, even though it's easier to go and use my Quest or my Pico on PCVR, I still get under my desk and plug this in.
Yeah.
So
So, Indy, would you ever consider upgrading to a Pimax? Because
No,
you're a Mindex man.
no, it's not just because of the Mindex. I'm just
don't do it. The software will make you angry.
yeah. No,
Yes,
no.
Parasite did ask me whether the software is better now. So
Yeah, the next headset I'm
The
getting,
software's not bad.
it's just the Mindex 2, whatever it's called. I'm not spending more money on VR stuff.
No, if I come down to yours at any point, mate, I'll bring this with me, so that you can actually give it a try. Because we can do like a swap for a couple of hours and just.
Are you keeping it?
Huh?
Are you keeping it?
I don't think that I can morally sell it. Like,
No, they've sent it to you and said you don't have to send it back. It's not like a
yeah,
sort
no,
of
it's mine. It's mine.
Right.
It's my baby.
Dude,
But like, I don't have.
That's wicked.
I'm never gonna be able to replace it if I don't want to end up like Mac with the seller's remorse.
No, see, right. So the thing is, right. So for me, if I was going to spend that much money on a headset, I mean, it probably would be a Pimax because I'm a sim racing guy, and that would be the only one and only reason I would buy something like that. I would spend the money on a Pimax crystal so that I could use my sim racing rig and I could drive my favorite Brands Hatch circuit in my favorite GT3 Porsche, and I would probably dehydrate and starve to death because it would be
Here's the thing, right? As I said at the beginning of the podcast, I'm not a sim guy. I never have been a sim guy. I don't have a sim rig of any description. I don't play Assetto Corsa. I don't play Gran Turismo. I don't play Flight Simulator or anything like that. Although I am going to give DCS a try, because that looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with this, I definitely want to give it a try with this, because I want to be able to, see the people on the ground as I bomb them to death and watch their children burn alive. I don't know. Is that how you play the game? I don't really know.
Are you American, by the way?
They're £1,500. Yeah, they're €199 or $1,500. That's without the upgrade. So with this upgrade, with the audio upgrade, it would be £1,600. But yeah, so my sort of final thoughts on this are, because I'm not a sim guy, I'm an action guy. This is not a good headset for action people. So like with Half-Life Alyx, that's quite slow action. And so that was really nice. Contractors was fine. But like, because you're generally speaking, you're not running and flipping around quickly. You're still there's a lot of movement, but it's slow, calculated movement, right? If you think about how you've actually sort of got your gun and everything, and that's fine. But when I stuck this on, what the fuck is that magic game? Blades and Sorcery.
It's the Dementia Podcast. Hello,
it's the Dementia Podcast.
Dementia Podcast. Yes.
When I stuck that on, because that's very much like turning around and swinging. This has, because it's so big and bulky, it has inertia.
Yeah,
I know everything literally has inertia when you give it speed and whatnot, but this has a lot of inertia.
This is like, can I just interject there? There's a great point there, because if you watch the Thrill Seeker review of the Beyond headset, the little tiny thing, and he was like literally stood playing Ragnarok and like proper doing the old, and he said there is no inertia in that, because it only weighs like 150 grams. So like for me, just even looking at it, that if you turned your head quickly, it would actually be on your ear.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what the fuck?
But yeah, on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it. A week ago, I was infuriated with it. I hated it. I wanted everyone to die because, I'd been sent this really nice headset, and it turns out that I hated every second of it. And then it worked, and I loved every second since.
Do you know what?
Nice.
You've just summed up every single Pimax owner's experience of Pimax, because
Yeah.
everybody who I know or have watched reviews of Pimax have all said, "Oh my god, it's so frustrating, but it's
Yeah.
so good
Yeah,
at the same
I've
time."
heard that too, mate. Yeah. I saw someone review it recently, a few months back. It just popped up. I wasn't searching it, and yeah, they said the same thing. It's a pain in the ass, but once it gets working, it's a really good experience.
Oh,
So-
one more thing I want to point out. So it has Tobii eye tracking built in, right?
Okay.
Which is obviously pretty cool. But you can't do like the use case of it at the moment with the standard Pimax software is really limited. Which is limited to two things, which is auto IPD, which works brilliantly.
Yeah.
Like every time you put on the headset, it readjusts it and it does it in microseconds. It's fantastic. And foveated rendering, which at the moment, for those of you who don't know, like eye tracking for PC VR games is pretty fucking limited to like 11 games or something.
Yeah.
And
PSVR
so
2. So
yeah, exactly. Like it's so consequently there are a few use cases for it, like No Man's Sky, or no, not No Man's Sky, sorry. What's the other one? Elite Dangerous, and Half-Life Alyx and a couple of others.
hmm
But I didn't actually like. They're trying to boast through their marketing that it gives you like a 30% increase, and I am doing this review purely no numbers. I don't care about numbers. I wanted to do this whole thing from the perspective of someone that wants to put on his headset and have fun.
yeah.
And so I didn't look at any numbers specifically, and I didn't notice any difference between having foveated rendering on or off.
Oh, okay. You do realize,
Uh,
of course, you're going to get all the people with adenoids going, "Oh, power on VR. You don't realize that."
I'm gonna be
And
like,
you know,
mate, I
you know
couldn't
these
give a fuck.
I'm going to go to the ladies. I'll be right back.
All right, lovely.
Um,
The fucking case over his camera. What a snooty bastard.
I know. So you can't see him peeing.
Bye,
I've been in his house, man. His bedroom's tiny. I know that
Hang on.
because
So
what? No.
Diego has said, would you swap it for an 8KX for the 240 degree FOV? Still a high res headset, much wider FOV. Clarity is really that good, my man. It's
Yeah, but
really good.
you didn't have to invest in a 4090 just to get the most out of it, though, wouldn't you?
No, Parasite 82, man. I haven't tried an Aero before. I'd love to try one and like put them side by side. But as I said, like at the time, I definitely wasn't willing to put out 1600, and I'm definitely not willing to put out another 1,000 to go and buy one just for a thing, because I'm not a sim guy. As I said, I might turn into a sim guy this is the important thing, right? If the housing market mortgage price spiking bullshit hadn't have happened last year, I would have already been a sim guy, because I was building a massive studio with that money that I was meant to be getting that I didn't get. And I would have simmed the fuck out of my life. Like, I would have had a dedicated corner to sim racing and like spaceship racing or whatever people do in sim rigs. Yes, I know you have one in the corner. Fuck off.
But then I'm older than you, and I'm more financially stable. So, and I don't have children.
No,
And
see, what he's actually trying to say is that I'm young enough that I can still sit up in a normal chair and steer without feeling like I'm going to fall over. He needs a proper seat to strap into.
Down with the kids! Woo!
No, so
No, yeah,
Diego.
I understand what you mean. It's like sim racing is a commitment. I mean, my sim racing rig. Oh God, that stands me about $2,000, and you know that was an investment that I decided to make, and it's not something that everybody can do because a sim racing rig takes up a lot of space. I have a dedicated back cave. You can see it here. I've got my displays, I've got my PC, I've got my sim rig in the background, I've got my green screen. Even then, it is a colossal ball ache for the sim rig, because it is like, hey, Indy, how you doing, mate?
I didn't make it to the toilet. And I pissed all
but-
over the floor. Sorry, go on.
Daddy will spank you.
But the thing is, like, when I would, right, so what you do is, right, you come up to my house and we plug the Pimax into my PC, and I'll let you have a go on my sim rig, which is a GT Omega racing seat with a DD Pro, and you will go home and you will probably sell one of your children.
Why do you think when I came to visit you that I didn't make a fuss about going on it?
Yeah, because you're like me, and if you did, you would have to go and buy one. So
Yeah.
which is the less attractive of your children?
No comment.
That one's going.
That's evil,
Where's
Mr.
my
Mac. How
Where's
dare
my child gone? Yeah, but look, I have this
Hang on.
beautiful GTD Pro.
If you can tell me that you are nearer to me than Mac is, I'll come to you instead.
Oh Jesus! Like Fitz owns half of England, so I'm close to Fitz. Like Lord Fitz has a manor,
Yeah.
and it takes him 4 hours to cut his grass, and he has a sit-on lawnmower, for God's sakes.
Yeah, Somerset is further away than Mac. Sorry, buddy.
Ah, damn it! We were so close to meeting Fitz at the Pico meeting, but he couldn't make it. Oh man!
Yeah, we
I'm
were all
absolutely
gutted, man.
We're all
Although
gutted,
it's
my man.
probably a good thing that he didn't, because the end of that day was miserable as fuck.
Yep.
But if you, mate, I'm planning on doing some more road trips during the summer next year, possibly. So if people want me to come and visit, like I'm literally doing up my van, ready to do road trips next year. So
Nice. Who in chat is actually going to EGX? Is anyone going apart
Hey,
from
Scottish.
Clueless? I know
yeah, who's
Clueless.
going to EGX? Hands up.
Mac's going on his own.
I'm going by myself, apparently. No, you're coming. You're my +1 on Saturday. We're going into the Pico VIP lounge, me and you together.
Mate,
Like,
I'm busy that day.
Twat.
After my that's a good point actually. I still haven't got my
You should,
email.
you should get a t-shirt printed with Murmur Index on it, and I take it into the Pico lounge and get photographs with everybody from Pico with you've got a Murmur Index t-shirt on, and they won't
Damn
understand
right.
what's going on. They won't understand what's
Damn
going
right.
on, but it's just going to be the best troll ever.
I could actually get one printed off by then.
Of course you can.
right, okay.
Yeah.
What else have we got to talk about?
EGX.
What other interesting shit?
Oh, genotype. Can I talk about genotype?
Please do, because I have been so out of the thing that I need to hear hype, please.
Okay. So, if anybody doesn't know, RJ, who has been in the chat, he's one of the developers at Bulwark Games, and he approached us to basically say, well, we'd like to get involved in the development of this game. So we've it's been about a year now, I think, isn't it, since we first started talking to him on Discord. And he set up like a little group, and there was like only about five. There was only like 5 or 6, 7 or 8 of us, and it was really good. And we got access to the beta, which was pretty bad. It was very buggy. There was loads of stuff that didn't work in the game. The visuals are quite basic. It wasn't a good experience, but over that 6 months that we were kept getting like the updated builds, it got better and better and better until they sort of stopped. And then last week I got the final build, which is coming out on Thursday this week. And it's really good. I was speaking to you, Indy, wasn't I, about a week ago before I got access to the final build, and I was saying to you, I'm really worried. I'm really worried about this. I'm really worried. I think they've missed the mark because the beta build was terrible. It had like the basic game blocks in it. But I now have access to like what they call they used to call the gold disc. Is that like an old school term? You know, you used to say the game's gone gold because you'd get the gold disc printed.
When was that? 1940s?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, so when they used to say that a game had gone gold and it was like the final sort of product that was actually going to be shipped to everybody. So I got access last week. And
Scottish Gamer's going to EGX apparently.
Oh, he's Scottish Gamer. Yeah, he's on the he's in the Twitter group. So see you there, mate. So I downloaded it and I fired it up on Saturday with a little bit of trepidation. And Jesus, no worries. It is really good. It is really good. It's like sort of Red Matter 2 levels of sort of graphical fidelity. But unlike Red Matter 2, the shooting is really good because you have this thing on your hand called the Grey Glove, and you can basically 3D print certain weapons. So you've got like a sort of rifle, you've got a machine gun, you've got like a flamethrower, and then you can also put like rocket launchers on your left hand for like backup. It has that sort of Metroid-esque feel to it, because there's like places you can't get to. When you first go into an area, there are things you can see that you can't get to. And then it has this absolutely genius upgrade called the Brain Link, where you basically 3D print the Brain Link and you point it at the ground, and this little dude with flappy feet, you don't actually see him. He's got like sort of claws and little flappy feet, and when he's running, all you can hear is like as he's running, and he's tiny, so he can get into little spaces that like you can't. And then once you've got through the little spaces, you can actually teleport to where he is or where they are. Don't want to sort of gender pronoun the Brain Link. And it like that. Sorry. The first sort of hour of the game is good. The plot is okay. It's interesting. The gameplay's interesting. The fighting is interesting. But once you get the Brain Link, the game just opens up like a beautiful clam, and it just becomes something really special. And I'll always remember the Brain Link. Sorry.
Okay. Did you say it opens up like a beautiful clam?
I did. I didn't. I was suddenly had a sort of this weird vagina sort of metaphor in my head. But so it's like so have you ever played Metroid on the SNES, like Super Metroid on the SNES? And that's a classic example of like a game where it's so good and the fighting is so good, and then you kind of look and you think, oh, how do I get up there? And then you get the wall jump. And then you get the ability to break walls, and it's kind of like that. So you start off quite limited. You've got like the basic grubber thing, and then you've got like a little pistol thing, and then you get the machine gun, which is really good. But then once you open up the Brain Link, it's just like you then have to start thinking like in a 3D perspective, and also from a little tiny perspective. So it's like if you walk into an area and you think, I need to do that, but how do I get up there? And then it's like there's a little tiny place there, and then you kind of move the Brain Link around, and then you can throw the Brain Link to certain areas. It's I don't want to preempt my review, but it's one of the few games in VR in a long time where I think about it when I'm not playing it.
Awesome.
And
awesome. Love it.
Yeah. So RJ, if you're in the chat still, mate, your game is amazing. It comes out on Thursday. There is an NDA, which I've probably just fucking broken.
Slightly, yeah.
I don't care. It's really
Mac's
good.
breaking all the NDAs today and just spilling all the beans, isn't he?
The thing I'm concerned about is it's coming out on Thursday, and I'm hoping it doesn't get buried in the Quest 3 hype. I hope that the people who review it, like me, can make it stand out, because it's one of those games where you need to play it because it's good. It's kind of shit. I'm actually going to say it. It's Red Matter good. It's not like Red Matter. That's a different kind of game, but it's Red Matter good, because if you're into exploring and looking for collectibles and upgrading your guns and your abilities and just searching every single nook and cranny of a map, then it's just great. Just great. I really enjoyed my time with it. Sorry. I've become a bit of an evangelist. But this is from the fact that literally a week ago, I was talking to Indy saying, "Oh, I don't know what this is going to be like. I'm really worried that this isn't going to be a good game, and I'm going to have to give it a bad review from playing the beta to actually playing the actual gold disc version of it."
Mhm.
It's just, it's really good. It's not perfect.
I'm glad.
Does have problems, but they
Sounds good to me though. Overall,
the joy outweighs the frustration. The combat is really good. I didn't think they'd nailed it in the beta, but they have nailed it in the gold version. It's brilliant. Anyway, RJ, if you're still here, I can't see you, but anyway, sorry.
Cool.
Nice.
Right. Do we have anything else we want to discuss before we call it a night?
yeah. I'm going to plug my new channel. I think most people know about it.
Indy! Yes.
I mean, everyone in
Okay,
my
mate.
side should probably know about it. I guess maybe.
I subscribed.
I
so-
subscribed.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, I've started. a
Don't
new-
subscribe to Inide.
Sorry, I subscribed and actually watched the fucking video, Mac.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Mac
no.
scumbag
no,
in VR.
I watched the unedited version.
He did watch
It's
the
not good
23-minute
enough, is it?
version.
It's not good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough. Definitely not
I
good
liked
enough.
it.
Yeah,
Right, so sorry, dude. Carry on.
no. So I started a new channel and it's like vlogs, videography and photography and stuff. I'm an absolute amateur, but I thought I'd do it because I really enjoy it and it's just fun to do fun stuff outside. So yeah, if you're interested, then you can subscribe. I have to drop the link in the chat, so give me a minute. Yeah. So-
And the most important thing is that you're coming up to Durham in November, and we're going to do Bamborough Castle, Durham Cathedral, and High Force.
Are they challenging?
No,
Oh.
it's not
Where-
like the
where-
fucking Matterhorn, dude.
When is this?
God damn. Sorry, Shu, what did you say? Where?
When?
Indy's
Um,
coming up in November sometime. We haven't decided yet, have we?
Oh, let me know. I might be able to come join you guys and come go for a wander.
Right.
And Facey's going to be there.
yeah.
Oh, really? That'd be nice. That'd be nice
Face
to meet
is going
Face.
the beard is going to be there.
We get to meet new
There you
people.
go.
I like new people.
Drop it in everyone's chat so you can. If you, I appreciate everyone who's subscribed already, and if you're interested, you can subscribe or just go to the channel and watch it. If you think it's shit, don't subscribe. It's fine. Make sure
If
you
want to
like
see Indy,
and share
if
it
you
with
want to
12
see
of
Indy
your
have a
friends.
fart in the Alps, then you just need to go and watch it.
I cut that out,
'Cause there
Mac.
was
I cut it out. I cut it out.
Oh,
that
Henry
was the-
Henry said he'll road trip as well.
Oh, cool. All right, Henry. Yeah. Make it a VR content creator and Henry and Face. Road trip. Yeah. Come on. It'd be great. Fucking amazing.
I'll drop. Hey, Henry, cheers. Yeah, I'll cut that out, Mac. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little blooper reel at the end of the year,
So
maybe.
basically, what happened was that Indy was climbing a mountain.
No,
and
don't
didn't
spoil the
realise he was
story.
going-
Don't spoil the
it was going to
story.
be No, you've cut it out. And there was a point where he was bent over on his knees and he just farted and he was like, "I'm so tired."
I didn't sound. What the fuck?
Mommy!
God,
This way,
Mac,
he's on his
you
knees. He's
definitely
going,
talk
"Mommy,
shit.
Why do I come up this mountain?"
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
what's the channel called?
Adventures with Indy, and I've done one episode. I'll put something out on Saturday. No, sorry, Sunday next week. But I'll be busy with EGX, so it's not going to be like the first proper episode. There's a time lapse and a short little videography video, which are like a total of 2 minutes. First vlog is like 16 minutes, and yeah, I've got the adventures we did after that, but I just haven't got time to edit them at the moment. So in a couple of weeks, I'll put some stuff together because we did do some cool stuff.
Yeah. So the link is in everybody's chat, I think.
Yeah,
So
I
click
appreciate
on
that, guys.
Go and subscribe. Obviously, you'll be supporting Indy. He's now a vlogger. He's an influencer.
I'm a wanker.
He's a wanker.
You were always a wanker.
Yeah,
But he's our wanker, so it's all
He's
right.
our wanker.
but it's fun, man. It's really good fun. Really good
Yeah.
fun.
Oh no, Mac, you've got that infamous T-shirt. You know, I went outside once and
I have, yes, and the graphics weren't great.
yeah, and now Indy's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna go check out the graphics."
I'm gonna check the
Oh
real
my God.
graphics. Yeah,
You do like a sort of like a full 360 with the Matterhorn in the background. Obviously, we're using your GoPro.
I can't remember.
Or was it the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, I mean, I used to go mountain biking in the Alps every single year with my friends, and just, oh my God, you cannot understand how fucking incredibly gorgeous that place is. And so go and watch Indy's video because it is literally visually stunning.
And
I mean,
that's
it has
just
Indy
not.
in it.
Yeah,
There you go. That will murder us, mate. He said, "If I'm a mountain leader, so if you want to do the Yorkshire Three Peaks, hit me up. Would be a good laugh. It won't be a good laugh. We'll all die."
I've never heard
Who's-
of the
who's
Yorkshire
that,
Three
sorry?
Peaks.
Who's that?
Oh, cave
Diego.
diving, mate. I'll do
Oh, I've
any.
done it.
I'll do.
No,
I've done it.
I'll do everything.
I've done it.
Let's go.
I've done it. It was the
absolutely
work.
no.
Let's go.
26 miles. I did all 3 peaks.
Do you know what I like about the sky is that there's nothing fucking in it. And when you go underground and the sky suddenly becomes, you know, big fucking rocks. No, that's a whole bunch of shitty no. That's a whole big bag of fuck off.
You live in the flattest place on Earth, don't you?
Yeah. There
Yeah.
are no
I-
mountains, there are no hills, there are like everywhere, like if you throw a ball, it doesn't roll anywhere, it just stays there. Like
Flat Earthers.
I literally live in a place called Ferry Hill, and it is on a hill. So you're either walking up the hill or you're walking down the hill. As you attested when you parked your van outside my house, and
yeah,
then realised
I slept
when
uphill. That was fun.
You slid down your bed. It's like, oh,
I got up about 3 a.m. No, about 3:30 in the morning. We were absolutely wankered that night, weren't we? On the
We were, yeah.
Saturday. And I got up about 3:30 in the morning, and I've got like a chemical toilet built into the van. And I was like, oh God, I need a piss. And I stood up, and then I went like that. It was a weird experience.
it's fucking brilliant. So yeah, if you live in Ferry Hill like I do, and you take the dog for a walk, you're either walking up a hill or you're walking back down it. So yeah, I love hills. So when Indy comes up to visit in November, we're going to go to Bamborough Castle, which is flat. It's a beach. There's a castle. It's amazing. We're going to do Durham Cathedral, which is also quite flat, but you have to walk up to get to it, and you know. And then we're going to do High Force, which is a proper hike, and it's one of the most beautiful places in England. It's in a place called Middleton in Teesdale, and it is my favourite dog walk. And
What's the
dog
distance?
loves it.
Sorry, that hike.
It's about 10 miles, like there and back. Like 5 mile there, 5 mile back.
What's the
It's
elevation on
not
it?
basically the
No,
entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. What the fuck?
No one walks into High Force. You do not just walk into High Force. No, it's
Get
not
an Uber.
that challenging, mate. There's a few hills and ups and downs, but like you're walking along the Tees River, and it's just fucking incredible. You get to see the Wind Shelf, which is a 250 million year old volcanic shelf. It's incredible. Then you get to High Force, which is the highest waterfall in England.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. We could also take you to Cow Green Reservoir, which is, if you park your car and walk to Cow Green Reservoir and stop, you will not hear anything. Literally, it's like white noise. It's crazy. And it's like one of the most serene and beautiful places on the whole of this planet. It's just incredible. So we might sort of take you up there as well, because you can actually drive from High Force.
I got a better offer from Diego. I'm going to do the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So
Yeah, fuck that. I've done it, mate. It's a fucking nightmare.
sounds like my kind of nightmare.
Yeah, I did it. Right, so I did it for charity because my brother-in-law had motor neuron disease at the time. Unfortunately, he's since died from that. And I got to Whernside, which is the last peak you do in the walk, and got to the pub after I'd done Whernside. And I said to myself, I'm never, ever fucking doing anything like that ever again, because it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And bearing in mind, I was a soldier and I was a firefighter for 20 years and physically quite good condition, and it was fucking horrible.
What about half a peak?
But
Half a peak?
you can go halfway up.
Half a peak in the green
like,
screen. Yeah.
Physically, the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. I'm glad that I did it. I wouldn't do it again. Fuck that. But you can do the 3 peaks over 3 days.
Yeah, do a bit of camping, share a tent with Diego.
Not me. No, not me. You can share a tent with Diego, yeah. It's fucking incredible. I mean, nothing like the Matterhorn. I mean, obviously I've spent time in the Alps, so it's crazy, incredible. But yeah, the Yorkshire Peaks are fucking amazing, but hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I can't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, I think we should call it there then.
Yeah, I was
Cheers.
gonna say, it's been a good evening. Thank you very much for my return.
Return of the Mac.
He's back. No. I've always been here. It's the return of the power on.
Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Sound like the guy, the Michael Jackson across the street.
Oh God!
Dude, come on, that was uncalled for. Fucking hell.
No,
But
you've
yeah.
actually seen him power, haven't you? You've actually seen him.
Yeah, I did see him. I saw him in person, and I feel insulted. I feel attacked. Yeah, that might be the last time I ever sing in my entire life.
Yeah.
I doubt it, because I have a weird propensity to sing at odd times. But anyway, yes, so it's been a great night. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gents.
Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. Good to have you back, Mr. Shuey.
Thanks to everybody in the chat. The chat has been going crazy.
Back, man.
It's been absolutely brilliant. And I would like to say thank you for coming back, my friend. We've missed you. We miss you and we love you. And I can't wait to see you again.
Mate, it's incredibly good to be back. It's so fucking weird how uncomfortable I was with the notion of coming on tonight. And then instantly everything's just the way it always is. And that's fucking great.
The thing about friends is if you don't see them for a while and the first thing you say is an insult to their whatever it is, the beard, the gender, the hat, the glasses, the microphone you're using. And
I feel attacked again.
He's literally picking at everything he doesn't like about you.
The first 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, this just feels good. It just feels good. It's like, yeah, it's karma. Thank you for coming back. It's been great.
Yeah, it's been great, mate. It's great to have you back. And I shall think of you the next time I'm in the shower.
And then
I already do that. Like I'm actually kind of disappointed that it's the next time. Like every shower I have to remember which was it Indy? Was it Mac last time? Like was it both of them at the same time? But then I feel like I'm cheating on one of you because there's always like slightly more action with one than the other.
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
really disappointed that it's only the next time, man. Fuck me.
You got to remember though that Indy has smaller hands than me, so you look better.
Looks like a baby's hand holding an apple.
Right, I think we should end it before I make this thing spiral into some kind of sick thing where we all get banned from YouTube.
It's a bit much. Right.
Yeah, it's going a bit Russell Brand. Let's just end it there.
Excellent.
Yeah, right. Anyway, you can find us on all our usual channels, YouTube, Twitter, all that jazz. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
No, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat. I have all 3 chats up and there's been loads of people talking. It's been brilliant. We haven't really talked about chat, but the chat's just been firing off by itself. So
yeah,
it's really nice to get all of our community, like all 3 of our communities seem to be like quite integrated. So we've got everybody in chat is like they're all on your Discord, they're all on my Discord, they're all on Indie's Discord. So it's just really nice to see that, and yeah, this little community we've built is fucking incredible. And
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
You are. I mean, you know, I'm always astounded that people actually tune in to watch me and you and Power On just like cracking on about crap. I mean, we did talk about VR, I think,
About
a little
5
bit.
minutes.
About 5 minutes,
roughly.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I think the rest-
no. Let's be fair. I reckon at least a third of the time we've been live, we've been talking VR.
We have, yeah, which is the whole idea for the podcast. Anyway, I'm incredibly excited for Quest 3 tomorrow. I'm incredibly excited for Genotype, which comes out on Thursday. I've got a review dropping, so make sure you tune in for that. Obviously, Indie, make sure you've clicked the link in the chat to make sure you've subscribed to Indie's new not virtual, it's a travel vlog. He's now one of those influencer wankers. Obviously, Power On's back now, and he's going to be putting content out on his channel. So make sure that you are subscribed. I'm guessing you already are, but make sure you click the like button, subscribe, join the memberships. We've all got memberships. It's been magical. Thank you, guys.
Cool.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you,
See-
Power On. Thank you, Mac.
See you all later,
Cheers, mate.
people.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.